I cannot see a thing. There's a light. There's a light shining right in my eyes. I cannot see anything at all. Somehow, Jeremy has got through. He's got through a little gap. Like there's a chink in the light. How does he do that? You know, they said John McTurnan, he said, what a bunch of morons. Who the bloody hell? And they're all going, well, I didn't fucking, we wanted to open up the debate a little bit. We was going to get Jeremy and he was going to stand there and they wanted a fucking patsy. They wanted someone to say, look, because a lot of people have been telling me for a long time that people like Jeremy and John McDonnell, they're in the Labour Party to hold people there that's got a little bit of a conscience, to hold them in the Labour Party. That's what they're there for. Because those other people, they don't care. The Daily Mirror's running stories every day of the fucking week about sanctions, about welfare. Today it was like ABC, anyone but Corbyn. The only person in the fucking race, the only person in the race with any fucking morals, the only person to walk outside of fucking Parliament and stand with Deepak, disabled people against the cuts, none of the other three bothers. I interviewed Liz Carr the other day, and Liz was saying to me that the cuts to social care, you know, this independent living fund, where disabled people who want to live in a community, they're going to, more and more are going to have to be wearing nappies. She said to me, more and more of them are going to have to be sitting in their sheds overnight to wait for their carer to come. That's fucking awful. That's what somebody said. If we can afford £100 billion for Trident, but we can't afford to look after severely disabled people, then this isn't a country that's worth defending. So you imagine Yvette Cooper and Andy Burnham and Liz Kendall being pro-austerity. Even imagine that? That's not right, that's wrong. Because there's £93 billion every year spent on corporate welfare. The Office of National Statistics has never done it. It was a case study done in 2013 by a professor in York. £93 billion every year of public money goes to Amazon, who don't even pay any fucking tax. You couldn't make it up. They get more money from people than they pay tax. £7 million for a service centre, £1 billion company. Google, £3 billion. eBay. The government's coming out, the HMRC said they're going to go and track down some of the people selling their chattels on the eBay. Tax dodging, selling their DVDs and their fucking sofas. The company's not paying any tax. Can you even imagine? Just imagine what the deficit would look like if the likes of Apple, the likes of bloody Facebook paid their tax.
God.
£93 billion in corporate welfare. In that year, £170 million went to Walt Disney, a multi-billion pound company. Yet they say that we need austerity. We need to get the deficit down. Stop giving it to fucking Walt Disney. Yeah. Amazon can afford to build their own centres. They gave them £3 million to build the fucking road. You can't make that up. You know, today, I'm really getting into this whole stats thing and trying to learn, to try and think about what is actually going on. In Southwark, they're socially cleansing Southwark is 5 minutes from Westminster. They've knocked down the A-Gate estate. Labour fucking council, the same in Newham, the ones with the E15 mums and Robin Wales. Labour fucking council. Listen, the one in Southwark, they sold the 3,000 social tenants. They sold it for £50 million to Landlease. Took them £44 million to clear the estate. So they basically just give them the money to clear the estate. Their property is worth somewhere in the region of 2 to 3 billion. £1 million fucking penthouses. And now we learn, if we didn't even know, that they've done an audit, that there's oligarchs and gangsters and drug dealers. The city of London, the city of fucking corruption. But we're taking out social housing. We're selling it on. Do you know what they said today? I learned this today. 36,427 homes. 36,000 homes registered in London, registered in tax havens. And they say this is the context of austerity. Because this is what you have to fight back. This is what Jeremy is saying. When he was on Andrew Mark, he said, talking about tax evasion. George Osborne signed a Swiss bank tax evasion deal. He signed a tax evasion deal. I say a tax evasion. Tax evasion is a crime. It's criminal. It's a conspiracy. He gave them anonymity and freedom from prosecution if they paid a fine. It's like fucking overheads. Austerity doesn't have to happen. And this is what they're worried about. That Jeremy's going to spill the fucking beans. Yeah. He's going to get in charge and he's going to start fucking... Because they'll all lose their jobs. All those people, all the Chuka and Munna and all the other people that are involved in the later leadership, they're all out. That's what they... See, they only care about their jobs. Andy Burnham abstaining, said we shouldn't really abstain. I can't abstain. If I abstain, I have to give up being the shadow health secretary. Worried about their jobs, not about people. You know, what really scares is that Jeremy's talking against the market. You know, what he's saying that like if I raise corporation tax, George Osborne's just put it down. He's just got rid of corporations. He's just put it down. They don't pay any corporation tax, half of them. He's just put it down. Jeremy's saying if we take one bit of corporation tax, we can have free education for... They're like, free what? Like, free what? I see this clip where there's this Vine. I don't know where everyone's seen this Vine where someone says to Jeremy about Tony Blair called you a conservative. I don't know what it was. But Jeremy said, he called me a what? That's all you hear him say. He said, a what? So I was doing this video the other day because Jeremy said, I think we should have a citizens' bank. And I'm just listening to all of them. They go, he wants a what? He want a what? He wants a what? Kind of a fucking citizens' bank? We need that. We need the banks. You know, it's so clear to everyone. You know, wherever you go, whether you're in Greece, whether you're in Spain, if you've got any fucking nous about you, you know, austerity. The richest wealth has doubled. How the fuck's that happen? Yeah. The richest wealth has doubled. That's not austerity. That's austerity for the poor. You know, that is like you're going to have to give, you know, sanctions, workfare. You know what they want is they don't just want the money so that they're rich. They want your money so that you're poor. And you're easier to control. That's why they want student debt. You know, that's why they want it. Because if you're in debt, you're easier to control. Because debt... Debt is like a commodity. This is the coup. Debt is like sugar. Debt is like coffee. You know, because that's what banks are selling. You know, they sell debt. That's what it's about. Debt. That's what they sell. Debt. So they want it. So that's where you see government policy being affected by corporations, because we've got a massive fuck-off housing bubble. You know, David Cameron and his home-owning democracy. You know, he wants people in debt. He wants mortgage debt. Mortgage debt is long. It's 30 years and more, especially when they get you to remortgage. You know, they want you in debt. They want everyone in debt. And it's not enough, they need more. So they want the housing association. There's 1 million. We've got right to buy, help to buy. We need buy. Just get it. Get the fucking mortgage. Give them a mortgage. Because the people in the city of London, they're gambling addicts. They they should be in therapy. From Bromley and Chislehurst and fucking Chiswick. No, they're out buying and selling schools, hospitals. They do whatever's. That's their thing. They want to sell. That's about renationalising the railways. Everyone knows Arriva. Arriva's got all the buses, all the trains. Arriva is owned 100% by Deutsche Bahn. It's a German. We're subsidising Germany with our buses and our infrastructure. But that's the whole thing, isn't it? Like green energy, you know, wind power. They want fucking wind power, they want fracking. They want fucking, you know, it's so fucking windy. We got Scotland buying £8 billion worth of bloody wind turbines. We should be making them. Yeah. We should be fucking exporting them. Yeah. But they don't get that. So Jeremy's going to spill. I mean, if I was Jeremy, I would ask him a question. He must be scared. You know, seriously, if I was him, I'd be a little bit frightened. I'd be a little bit scared. You know, it's fucking massive. You know, he spent like his whole life. He's there. He's in Parliament every day, doing his thing in his community. You know, it must be really hard dragging his fucking going around Mar and all the hustings. You know, I think he needs support. He needs to be supported. He needs to be loved. He needs to know that everyone is out there, like, trying to get him. Because the fucking... You know, I'm not a Labour Party member. I'm not a Labour Party member. No, Lord have mercy on all the people that go into that. You know, but listen, right, seriously, it must be fucking fantastic having somebody that you're not actually ashamed of. Because you deserve it. You fucking deserve it. Most of the Labour Party members are like, you know they're in the unions. You know there are teachers. There are nurses. You know, this is the core fucking, you know, the main people in the Labour Party are out there fucking doing their best and trying, and they're out campaigning, and they're getting trashed. You know, 5 fucking years. You know, the royal babies come in, and the maternity nurses are on strike because they won't give them 1 fucking %.
And they shut Ealing Maternity Hospital down.
It's a joke. Do you know what I mean? And you think all the working conditions, all the fucking and the Labour Party won't fight for them. They don't go out on any fucking marches or anything. Jeremy does. Jeremy's always there. He always, wherever I go on anything, Jeremy goes to it, or John McDonnell, or, you know, there's people that go out and they support things.
Andy Slaughter does as well, but
and Andy Slaughter does.
Yes, he does.
I said he does. He does. You know, there's some real fucking... But I don't understand some of these people, like are you waving at me?
Yeah.
Sorry, if I start talking... you know, the people like John McTernan, you know, and the people like that MP, John Mann. Do you know what I mean? It's how in the thing he's saying, call off the fucking election. Call it off. Fucking hell, just stop it now. He's gonna win. But Jesus Christ. Before it's too late. Before it's too late. No, all power to Jeremy, and get behind him and support him. And if he wins, when he wins, it'll be fucking amazing. You know, there could be a fucking revolution. The Tories could be out in a year. The people have to start fucking freaking out. You know, I'll just finish on this, because there used to be a joke. It used to be that someone used to say, Labour are not the light at the end of the tunnel, they're the train. And they're going to run you over. But the train is fucking rolling now, isn't it? Like, I'm out there, I'm on the social media. It is fucking going ballistic. It is going ballistic. And the momentum's there. There's a few more weeks, and then you just think, Jeremy Corbyn, the fucking Viva Comandante! He's amazing fucking charge! What the bloody are we going to do now? Now, they'll be wetting their pants.
The artist taxi driver. You can find him on YouTube most days. Now, are you ready for some more poetry?